for Friday. Senior scholarship opportunities. The Colonel Clay Lot number 159 F&A scholarship application is available. It's a one-page application along with a one-page essay. 2 candidates' applications will be awarded to the scholarship committee. Completed applications will be to Ms. Curran no later than Friday, April 8th by 11:30 a.m. Applications can be found in the high school third floor hallway, across from the hallway leading to Ms. Curran's office. The American Legion Auxiliary Unit 203 also sponsoring scholarship for area seniors. Applications must be postmarked by April 29th. 2 rec letters, along with a copy of your acceptance letter from the college you plan to attend, and all of these are required. Applications are in the hallway by Ms. Curran's office. The Senior Scholarship Foundation online application affords you the opportunity to be eligible for multiple scholarships awarded to area students. Those scholarships are need-based when you must file your FAFSA to be eligible. The website in the office, deadline is April 30th.
Nice.
Daybreak University will be hosting the 16th Annual Cincinnati Area Spring College Fair on Tuesday, April 19th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. in Cintas Center. More than 140 colleges and universities will be represented. All students and their parents are welcome to attend. Additional information is available at www.xavier.edu/college-fair. We also have a phone number in the office if you're interested. Guys, any of these scholarship opportunities, I know we say these in the morning and afternoon, and if you need more information about them or want to ask questions about them, stop by, see Ms. Curran, or stop by the main office. I know we go through 3 or 4 of those a day, but if you need information, stop and talk to someone. Reminder to middle and high school students, don't exit through the elementary stairwell from the middle school. Only students picking up siblings from the elementary may exit to the elementary and must use the corridor and register. Lunch today, Salisbury steak, noodles, gravy, beef carrots, roll, fruit cup, pudding, milk, orange juice. Be safe, respectful, and responsible today. Hope it's a great day for everybody.
Yes, you will actually need your springboard for this class today. Welcome back to class. Congratulations, you have 6 more classes with me until spring break.
Oh my God.
Nice. So feel good about that. We're in the home stretch to spring break, and then after that we'll be in the home stretch to the end of the year, which is awesome. So let's go over the bell ringer real quick. Should have been a quick one. Number 1, what do I need to do in order to solve this? Ruben?
+3.
Okay, I would add the 3 on both sides. I would add, because it's the opposite of this, -/-3, however you want to think about that. So I would add 3 to both sides, and Luke, what do I get?
You get 10.
Oh.
Well, 13.
13, yes, very good. I would add 3 to 10 to make 13, very good. And that is what we call a one-step equation, just to review. Number 2, the very first thing I need to do is what?
Add the.
Yes, very good. I need to combine the like terms. I got multiple, so you're good.
Oh, so you don't need it?
Nah, I'm good.
Good.
All right, we're good.
All right, cool. All right.
Appreciate it. All right, so I have 5 x's right here, and that's going to be equal to 10. What do I need to do in order to solve that? Divide by 5, therefore x is what? 2. Very good. So up here, x was 13. Number 2, x is 2. Right here, I have 2 things set equal to each other. Okay, this is like the very first step in one of our ways of substituting, right? When I have y equals 6x plus 2 and y equals 10 minus 2x, I would just set those equal to each other because they're both y equals, and I can solve it from there. What should I end up getting at the end, Luke?
At the end, you should get x equals 1.
X equals 1, yes.
And that's by subtracting 2 on both sides.
Good.
Adding 2x on both sides. And
Good.
x equals 8. So,
Right, so 8x equals 8, and therefore x has to be positive 1. Any questions there? Feel good? All right, go ahead and slide your bell ringer sheets away. You don't need anything on your desk besides your writing utensil and calculator. You will use your springboard books later. We will finish what we started yesterday, but that will be at the end of the lesson today. All right, the very first thing we need to do today is find a partner. You have 23 seconds to find a partner. Now there is 15 people, so there will be one group of 3. 3, 2, 1. Point to your partner.
Oh,
Who we got? Who we pointing? You pointing at Bella? Okay, you are the group of 3. Who's going to be partners here? Because the group of 3s are taking Aiden. Who are you going to work with today? Let's see. Ryan, you're going to work with Aiden today. And Ian, I'm going to have you work with Luke. Okay. All right, appreciate it. What I want you to do now is slide next to your partner. Okay, side by side like we have done here the last couple times. Quickly, you have about 20 seconds. Quickly, faster, slow, Ryan, come on now.
you slide to the right.
No, Stephanie. Really, Stephanie?
Ruben, slide to next to Tommy. So you have it. Quickly,
Hurry up.
slow, come on now.
Hurry up.
Oh,
I got a snow.
All right. What we're going to do today is more solving systems, but again, we're talking in the real world. So I have a story for you. Some of you, well, definitely don't know because I haven't told you yet. You don't know really anything about my family background, where I come from, where my parents come from, anything like that. All you may know is why I'm at this school, which I told you from day one. Now, with that being said, my father, okay, he grew up in northern Kentucky and specifically in Campbell County. He grew up on a farm. So I am a farmer's son, technically. My mother is from Kingsport, Tennessee, which is a small town outside of Johnson City, which is another small town, which is like 200 miles east of Knoxville, which is not a small town. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is a Google Earth image. If you go out to the Wilder exit, okay, you take a right onto the AA and you go up that really big hill.
yeah.
The top of that really big hill is my dad's farmland. So down on the old Licking River Pike was his house, and this is actually where he grew up. This is from like the Google Earth images when Google drives a car through, and this is actually his house. Obviously, it doesn't look like anything much now because it burned down. That right there is like the chimney. So if you drive out on that road, it's kind of an old windy road, you will see his house, and then actually up the hill from that was where they used to farm. So this is his whole house. He is 11 of 12, so he is the 11th child of 12. They actually had 15, and a couple of them died as infants. So this is way back in the day before like you went to the hospital, have a baby, like you had it in the living room of your house. And so this is kind of like where we're talking about here. Here's Licking Pike, here's the AA highway. So this house is literally right here. And if you notice, right here, that's my name right there, Wolf Place. Typically what happens when the city buys the property of a farm to build houses, they'll typically name a street after whoever they bought it from. So that is to say that all this farmland right here was my grandfather.
Would they steal it from him?
Okay. No, they bought it.
Oh,
Yeah, they bought it. Bought it. Eminent domain. They took it, but they paid it.
oh, that's not even cool.
Right. Because the government can do that. But,
Wow.
so that's where my dad used to farm. This is a hill going up right here, so it used to wind back up here. And he used to farm up there. Now the things, a couple other things. He grew up, he graduated high school in 1963. Okay, in 1963, and he graduated from Campbell County High School. Now back then, there was no buses. So some of y'all who struggle to get here by 8:20, you're going to learn something today. So this was his house right here. And if anybody's ever been out to where Campbell County Middle School actually is now, that's the old Campbell County High School, which is all this land right here. Now this is before buses. So my dad used to walk.
Whoa, that's some respect right there.
That is hate.
Okay? He used to walk all that distance. Back then you could hitchhike and not be murdered. So he used to hike and hitchhike get rides from people. He played football as well. He actually got a football scholarship to the University of Virginia. So he used to make this walk with football pads as well. He was the only person in his family to actually graduate from Campbell County High School. At the time, his parents had an 8th grade education, which would have been y'all. So, yeah. So, when you start complaining about school starting at 8:20, I don't really have love. You know what I mean? Like that's a long way.
I'm not going.
Anyway, so we're having a little bit of fun. But this is the farm. So a couple of things that they had on this farm, they had a lot of land, and there wasn't a lot of people around them. And because they were 11 of 12, their house wasn't very big because they were farmers and they didn't have they had a lot of land, but it's a lot of woods and stuff. So not a lot of profit to be had. So he was 11 of 12 in a 2-bedroom house. Yeah. And so not a lot going on, not a lot of money, anything like that. And like I said, not a lot of them graduated from high school. A lot of them had an 8th grade education because back then you could drop out after y'all's age. But they did have a couple ways of sustaining themselves. Number one, this right here is tobacco. Okay, so he farmed tobacco, and he realized at a young age that he didn't want to farm tobacco forever, so he went to college. So that is tobacco. A couple other things that they had some goats. Okay, these are not obviously pictures of their goats or their tobacco, but these are Google images. So they had some goats. They had 1 cow. Okay, you used to have to go out and milk it to have breakfast. So 1 cow. They had some horses that they would take up the hill to help farm the tobacco, plow the fields, and get ready for the tobacco season. And the last thing that they had was some chickens. Yes, sir. So they had some chickens. Now, there was a couple things you could do with these chickens. Some chickens, right, are just there to lay eggs so that you can either sell the eggs or sell the chicken for meat, or eat the chicken itself. So you're gonna, raise the chicken and then I'm gonna slaughter it so that I have something to eat at night. But the other way to make money is with prize chickens. So these are actually prize chickens. So these chickens are kind of like the dog show, the Eukanuba dog show, where you got dogs prancing around. They do that with chickens as well. Yeah, legit. Okay, so on the left there, that's one prize chicken from today. On the right is like the famous chicken that you see on every chicken joint from wherever. So these are quote-unquote prize chickens, and they used to actually compete with these prize chickens in the Campbell County Fair to try to make some prize money. Okay, so a couple times. So what they had was they had 3 chickens. There's basically 3 classes. Okay, there is a small, a medium, and a large chicken class. Okay, but in order to compete with these chickens to enter them into the contest, they have to have the age of the chicken, the breed of the chicken, right? These are 2 different breeds because they're 2 different colors. Okay, so that would be called one thing, this would be called another, and so on. You need the gender of the chicken, male or female, so rooster or hen, and so on. You also need the weight. Okay? So so they go small, medium, and large, and you need the weight. The problem is, I'm assuming nobody here has chickens because it's Ludlow, but does anybody have chickens? Chicken. I know a couple people that got chickens in the city, but that's very few. Has anybody ever tried to catch a chicken? It's hard. Not easy. Okay, they flapping around, making all kinds of noise, and then every once in a while they'll turn on you, and it's like, whoa. Okay, I don't want to mess with you at this moment. Okay, so that is one thing that happens. They're very hard to catch. So in order to get a proper weight, it's very hard. And of course, back in the day, they didn't have the technology that we have today. So the chickens were too light to only weigh one of them. Okay, but they were too heavy altogether to weigh all 3 and then divide by 3. Okay, yeah, you see where we're going with this? So you got to help my dad and my grandfather out by figuring out how much each of their chickens, prize chickens, weighs.
I didn't even see where this was going.
I know, right?
Oh, he was telling a life story.
Okay, so coming around to you now is a diagram sort of depicting a fictitious version of this story. These are not actually what my father's chickens weighed, but it gives the same example. So, oh my.
Nice. Nice catch.
So coming around now is the chicken problem. On the front, you'll find a diagram with 4 pictures depicting different sized chickens and what they weigh together. Remember, the scale is not very good, so you can't weigh all 3 together. You also can't weigh 1. So we have to weigh 2 at a time. Now, let's make a couple class concessions. So hold on, lights, 3, 2, 1. There we go, okay. So let's make a couple concessions as a class. Let's call the smallest chicken the small chicken. So it's going to be labeled small. I know, revolutionary. The medium-sized chicken, the medium chicken. Good. And the large-sized chicken, the
Small.
Okay, we could go big chicken or the large chicken. Do y'all want to go big or large?
Large.
Small, medium, large.
Enormous.
Okay, so we'll go small, medium, large. Okay? Your job is to find out how much all 3 chickens weigh together. So you're going to answer the question that's in the 4th picture there. All 3 chickens together weighs how much. And then you're also going to tell me how much does the small, how much does the medium, and how much does the large chicken weigh individually. You can only work with your partners and or your group of 3. You may use any method that you can think of. It can be solving equations by elimination. It can be solving equations by substitution. It doesn't have to do anything with equations at all. If you want to find another way, that is fine. Quickly. Ready? Go.
Go.
That's so big.
We need all the data. We have to find them all.
So what are some things that we know from, like say, the first picture? What is they?
Big and little, no, big and medium.
Okay, so the large and medium chicken weigh 10 points. Okay, so that's something that we know, so we could write that down maybe.
So that's how I put that.
So this is going to be, I mean, your work may be all over the place, that's okay. It doesn't have to be nice and pretty. I'm just looking for, can you solve the problem?
This one, the large chicken over here.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got X being the large chicken and Y being the small chicken. Okay, good. And now this is all going to be the same. So all of your large chickens are going to be called X, and all your medium chickens, or small medium. You doing this one? That's the medium. So for all the pictures, X is going to be large. Yeah, good. You're going to have 3 variables. Okay, so you just got to pick another letter. Typically, if we choose X and Y, we pick Z, but it doesn't matter. Like you could have picked, I was going to say K, J, and A, but
Well, I'll plug that in real quick.
Maybe
12 point, what is that? 7? Maybe, that's pretty close.
For the small and the large. So
It's very, very close. Like, I don't think you could be any closer. Tell me how you did that.
I don't know.
Okay. Right.
don't say it.
Okay. Okay, that is very close. So you're saying, if I subtract these, then the large chicken's gonna get canceled. Okay, but also, like, yeah, there's the medium as well. So something's going on with the small and the medium. And you guys were on the right track, or like you couldn't be closer. Okay.
system of equation and
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
Oh.
Put in some work too.
Yeah, he did.
What's up?
He did.
Great question. Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. You need an X, a Y, and a Z, or an A, a B, and a C, or something like that. You guys are done?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Give me 1 second, let me check. What's your question? Okay, so what do you got, X being? Okay, so X is the weight of the small chicken. Alright. And I got Y being the medium, and I got Z being the large. Okay, good deal. So I got, this right here, so small plus large is 8.5. So these are all of ours right now, very good. Okay, so is there some things that, like what do these two have in common? Okay, they both have an X. But they have different second variables, right? Okay, so, let's think about maybe, is there a way that we can take one of those X's and substitute it into the other one? Maybe simplify that a little bit. So like, if I were to ask you, like, right here, if I were to ask you to solve for X, what would you do on that topic question? Well, what is, okay, so how would I eliminate the Z? Okay, so, yeah, so ignore the rest of these. What does eliminate really mean? What number am I trying to get? To what number? Like to eliminate something, I'm trying to make what number with the variables? Well, let's say this was X plus 5 equals 8.5. How would you solve for X? Okay, you subtract 5. So now it's just X plus Z is equal to 8.5. How would I solve for X? So you said if this was X plus 5, it's going to be 8.5. It's just an extension. Yeah. That's what. X plus 5 equals 8.5. You said I would subtract 5 to solve for that. What if Z is 10? X plus 10 is equal to 8.5. What would you do? I would subtract 10. So if I just change that to any number, what would you do to solve for X? I would subtract Z. So X plus Z is equal to 8.5 is really... Well, let's write that this way.
Yeah, but here's what we're doing this one. That can make that guy.
Hey, Mr. Wolf.
Right?
It is right, because I said.
Okay. And now I have X equals this, but I also have an X right here. Right? So what happens if I take the 8.5 minus Z and substitute in for that X right there?
And then you take a look at each of them.
Now we gotta find out.
No, sir.
How much
Oh, you could.
Yes, you got it.
So remember, Ruben, if you add them all together, you can only combine the like terms. So all the Y's get added together, all the X's get added together, all the Z's get added together.
So the total of all of this.
I think I got it right. I don't know. What's your grade? I was sure you did that.
Okay, you did that. All right, very good. So, walk me through what you guys did real quick. All right, fair enough.
So basically, I was like, okay, so these two are going to be confusing. So let's just start looking.
Okay.
If we look at this one, and that guy says 8.5 and that guy says 10.6.
Right.
Then we can assume that if the medium would say 8.6, if you leave the point, one would have to be in this, right? Because that would show minus the
Okay.
So that would be a light thing, that that guy doesn't have. By himself, right?
Okay.
So, because that would show 0.1. So, if you make that guy have 0.1, and then will take a look at this one. So you have 0.10 on this guy,
Okay.
then one look at this one, 6.5, well, what's the common thing? That's just makes sense. So that guy, 4.1, let's try to figure it out. 2 plus 6.5.
Okay, sure.
So 4.1 plus 6.5 is still 2.6. So
Okay.
plug that in.
So all three of them.
Yeah, they go
They come
one.
true.
Okay.
That is very impressive.
I got it like.
I touch chickens and wait.
You got it.
They're annoying.
Like, okay. 10.6 and 8.5. Okay.
That right is 2.1.
And 10.6 is 2.1 higher than 8.5.
Right.
So now when this chicken is 2.1 more than this chicken.
Okay, good.
So this chicken has to.
Right.
Let me next.
Yes.
Very
Very
good.
good. Okay. Luke and, or excuse me, Logan and Nathan, can you come up with another way to solve it? So however you solved it, awesome. Can you come up with another way to solve it? Okay. So work on that. I got you. Okay.
You remembered how I solved it.
Good. Okay, so that is very good reason. Alright, so we look at these two pictures and we say, well, the difference here is, what'd you say, 2.1? Yeah. So because I'm swapping a medium for a small chicken, so that means the difference there has to be 2.1. So I figure out how that works. Which is great. Okay, perfect. Can we figure out another way to solve it? Okay, so, no, it's, okay.
Because if you check with this one, then that, you could assume that that is 6.4.
Right.
That would sound very confusing because you could get it wrong down.
Right.
So, looking at this one, it looks like this one would be
I hold it out.
I got it right.
Okay. Alright, I'm actually gonna change what I want you guys to do. Because you guys seem pretty good at this.
I just
I
guess.
want you to try to come up with a
Well, I guess if you were at
give to
like,
like somebody else. Okay, so a problem like this, a problem with chicken, weight or something.
yes.
Okay, try to come up with a problem like
And then
that.
you add it like.
Okay?
I got it right.
Let me check with them and then I'll do what you guys.
Dolly, did you get it right?
Yeah.
I got it right.
Dude,
That the little one was what?
first group done.
2.1? Right, so,
I was just guessing. I'm like,
so you're off slightly, you're very close to drawing. So let's look at the equations right now. You've got some things in common, right? Like I got an X and here.
Bradley's sitting here telling me I had no idea how to do it, but I did it.
What do you mean?
Yes. Yep, that's what I did.
Like 2 each.
Hey, leave me alone.
Right, and everything.
I'm done.
Okay, but if everything has 2 of everything, we have to divide
I'm not
by
doing
5.
I'm actually done.
So do what you said, sort of, like combine them, and then what happens if I divide by 5?
All you do is
To get rid of,
minus, you'll find out what the change is.
and then explain.
We got a pretty big
Question, okay?
it's a question that I'm finished.
Alright, so you got 2 X's plus 2 Y's plus 2 Z's equal to 25 points.
I gotta divide it by 2.
Why?
Yeah, all have 2 on.
Very good, they all have 2 on. So if I just cut them all in half, I figure out what X plus Y is. Yeah, very good. What's up? Alright, well, so now, is there, how could I get this number
That
over
means
there?
this, you got it right.
For real?
Yep. You got it right. I'm done.
Okay, help them.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
No, just help them with your way. Okay, don't guess the check. Ruben, explain what you did.
I did stuff.
Thanks for explaining. You did stuff. Want me to help it?
So what I did was, so my small chicken. I'm not telling you the answer.
So, is this all three chickens added together?
I know the answer.
Alright, so,
Basically, my
first
equation was
question,
y
you go
plus
for chicken's way, you have that answer. There we go.
Ruben, can you come over here so picture maybe you take myself
Biggest large.
You're not allowed to see the answer.
Oh my, I already know the answer.
You do?
Yeah, it's 12.6.
Alright,
Yup.
so basically what I did
Chicken
was,
Little.
you know, those are different, you know, you got small chicken, so basically for this one, we got x plus z, which I got right there, equals 2.6.
So, I need
And then you
to
got
manipulate
y
these
plus x,
equations
which
so
is
that
yeah, the small and the medium chicken.
some variables on one
Then
side.
you have z plus x, which is
Okay, so like here,
yeah, it's the small and the
if I
large
wanted
chicken.
you to solve for x, what would you
Equals
have
on
to do to
8.5.
y?
And then so you've got all those.
Equals 8.5.
Okay.
Alright, and then so,
So this would be
you know,
x.
you can add them all together, so in the end you'll have 2x plus 2y plus 2z equals 25.
Okay, well.
And then after that you should have that as 2x plus 2y
Well, if I
plus
subtracted the
2z.
y with the y,
25.2.
You just add them.
Yeah, you just add them all.
so now I have x.
You add all the like
All
all.
this. Could I take that x and put it in?
25.
Two.
What is that substitution?
Basically, divide everything by 2. Okay, and then you got y plus, x plus y plus z.
Okay, so it does this.
That makes sense.
Because look, x is the small chicken, y is the medium, z is the large, and they're all added together.
Right. So how did you know what each would be? How do you know what the small chicken equals?
It's because I haven't found that out yet.
Oh.
So I just found out today.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have to do any work.
It's a valid method, but you can do it. It's not very efficient.
Yes, I did. Nope. I got you checked.
It's okay right now. It's okay right now. So I have chicken, but I also have a negative chicken. That's okay. If I have a negative chicken and a positive chicken, I should probably get a negative weight. Very good. Now find some people to help. They need help. No, don't. Hold on. They're on the right track. You guys know this.
Hey Nathan, we need your help. We need your help. How do you find?
Hey, don't tell them the answer.
I already got the answer. So what?
Alright, so now I have two. I have a y, a z, and a number.
Okay, so how do you find out each chicken equals? We already know what all three equal. So how do you find all these?
Alright, like in the picture, see how this is the large chicken and the medium chicken only? Well, what you're missing there is the small chicken. So if you subtract these by that, then you
Sure, you could do that.
Okay, I
Okay,
get
so you could solve those both for y.
Hey!
Good, I can combine them. How would I combine them? What's that?
But then the y will go away.
You are recording. Alright, so let me see this.
What?
You're supposed to get your own at the beginning of class.
So we're a partner group.
Alright, you guys good? You got everything? Okay.
Wait.
Damn. Alright, Nathan, you guys sit down for me. I want you and you guys for the remaining time try to come up with your own problem. Share with the class.
Nice try.
It'd be like the worst.
No, it's not. It's fun.
Hey, did I already make one?
Alright, well, one thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to solve one for one variable. Like for example, I have this equation. Let's say I got this equation right here.
Stephanie, you don't even need the freaking
Here I got y and x right here, and I got y right here. So if I were to solve this for y, I need to get y on one side. How would I use the x? I would subtract. So over here, I would now have 6.1 minus x. Or negative x plus 6.1. Right. And then I can take that and plug it into that y value right there. And then all of a sudden I got x and y, and, or excuse me, x and a c, x and a c.
Logan's messing. Oh, okay.
Okay? Try that.
You want this?
Alright, what's up? Still super confused? No.
I mean, we got it.
What equation do we have?
What equation? What do you mean?
It was just x plus y. What is the y plus z?
You can use any.
Yeah, you can use anything.
Yeah, you said you can use the
What's up?
equation or any.
There's some.
I got that. Oh! I don't know how. I got it. Exactly like I said that.
We have now made a
Whoa.
Alright, now we figured out how to solve.
Yeah, I know.
We know the answer.
Okay, guess what, guys? I figured it out.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
How'd you get this?
I know how to do it. I'm about to make like a really smart question and how to do it.
That's what we
And it's not really helpful.
I feel like Steph.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Alright, if you are totally finished. Oh, sorry.
I was just trying to say.
If you are totally finished, you need to get your springboard book out. You need to flip to page 271 and continue working on that page.
I don't want your paper. That's how I always get your paper.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
So you've proven that those numbers work for every single one of these pages.
That's the problem.
If you are finished, I will take you.
Especially negative.
Okay, well, you gotta pick it up.
Just like it says carry.
Yes.
Yes,
You
I
guys
did.
good? Will you write your name on that for me?
Then you just say
Yeah, we have a problem with this remote.
oh,
Okay, did anyone get one 5 or 6?
We were
Thanks, sir. No problem as well.
Okay, got it.
Can't figure what these out.
You good?
Tommy.
That's all?
it's like,
Make sure you include the
Yeah. I
Sir?
The one saying what the name is.
I need to read Charles.
Oh my gosh.
Mr.
You
Wolf.
guys finished?
Yeah.
Yes.
I figured it out.
Okay.
Don't, if there's a fraction, don't you multiply the bottom, like the denominator?
By everything.
Okay, but
Yep.
the end is, and then I can keep taking them.
Is this yours? You write your name on it? That's yours? You write your name on it?
Wait, I don't think I wrote my name on mine.
You're right.
Well, let's just say, someone stole that one from me yesterday, so I had to make it back. Read through
The
the
last
much?
name isn't Lynn.
You, yes, I know, it's Embry.
Like, everyone doesn't know your name.
I know, right?
I'm hearing it.
What's up, buddy?
I thought you were mine. Oh, yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Well, okay, so I got, x equals 4. Let's do this right here. So x equals this. And so I want to find another equation where I have x in with a z. Yeah, with a z.
I don't know how to do this because this one doesn't have the y's and the x's.
Okay, very good. So, well, actually, that's how we got this. All right, so let's.
The x is on the other side,
Y
but
and
the
x
sign.
right there. So I'm going to take this x, all this, and I'm going to write it in place of
My
that
friends are
x
trying to
right
give me
there.
your stress up.
That's a bunch of work.
Yeah, I guess we should. Alright, make sure you're working on your springboard for the remaining time. You got about 9 minutes. 271, 1 through 6. These are going to be due tomorrow. Like when you walk in.
Mr. Wolf.
You finished? I'll take your, can you write your name on there?
I'm not sure how to solve this because the y's and the x's are on different sides.
Well, this is an example of if I've got y equals this, y equals this. You could graph it, okay? Or you could use substitution where I end up setting them totally equal to each other. So I say 3x minus 4 equals 2x plus 45.
Oh, okay.
And then I solve that. What's up, buddy? Alright, so where are we at? We're down here?
Not at all.
Okay. If I were to simplify this even
I
further,
got
like
the
move
lead
this
off.
number over there, what would I get? End up with a negative, which is okay right now. It looks crazy.
I'm pretty certain mine's wrong.
Perfect.
Probably should be. What should be before it was 1A? Yeah, it should be. I didn't get even at all.
What'd you get for it? Negative.
Okay, so negative 2.4, and that's going to equal.
He doesn't have any of them.
Hold on.
There, I think I got it. Is this right?
Okay, very good. So now I have something with y and z. Do I have another equation that I started with a y and z?
I'm Stephanie.
I got one right here. Okay. So could I stack these on top of each other and just add the columns?
What you did?
Yeah, I got that right. 2.6.
Because look what you have here. You have a positive z here and a negative z, so I'm going to eliminate one of them. It's like magic, right? Okay, what's up?
Is it x and 11?
You got some jelly on the floor, man. Clean up. What's up? What's your question?
And is that like
This,
Did you break any rules?
so 3 minus 2.5?
Well, you guys are working on the same problem, right?
No, I'm done with that.
Well, so keep going, and if
I
you
don't
get
know
the
if
same
she's right
answer,
either.
she is. If you get the same answer as her, then you're.
Obviously I'm not going to do that. Where's 1A?
Okay. Good, you found the medium chicken.
Yes. That's the what?
Have you got a question? Yeah. Okay, I'll be there in 1 second.
I said, what is 1A? You said
Well, so now I have the y.
it's 2. What are you talking about? Subtract
Or like even, this is even better, right?
I don't know what number
So
1A
everything up here that
I have that.
y
It's
right
x
there.
equals 40. No, that's the answer to
Negative
2. That's
4.1
A.
plus
Stephanie, that is a letter A.
10.6.
God, you're insane. Obviously, I'm not going to get that. 5 yeah, she's insane. She's insane. She's reading at me.
Oh, of course you know.
Wow.
She's not putting the head.
Alright, let's do this.
What the heck?
I'm about to sit in the head, but I got the answer.
Let's do this.
I'm done, okay, but I got the answer.
Double
You didn't get the answer, you got it wrong. I did, he just said that I got it right. 40 plus 2x plus 45. Why did it say plus 45? Because that's the answer. Plus 45. No, it says 4. Stephanie, you need to multiply 5 or everything and make it
I subtracted.
eliminate.
Yes, number 1 should come out to be integers. 1A. How do you really?